Hello everybody, this is Juanita. Thank you for coming back to my channel. Today I am talking about KonMari Method. I'm trying to declutter my house and to get rid of a lot of my stuff. Because there's a lot of stuff I don't need, I haven't used. In my last video I mentioned that I was going to be doing this. In her book, The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up, she talks about the process that she goes through, and she wants us to tidy in the right order. And her order is to do clothing first, books second, papers third. Okay, so after the papers comes miscellaneous stuff. I believe that would be the kitchen stuff, bathroom stuff, any other rooms or any other categories that you haven't looked into yet. The big ones are the clothing, the books, and the papers. And then everything else comes after that. And she thinks that we should do it all at one time. However, in the show, I've been watching her Netflix show, and she usually has them do that over about a month, usually. And so the first thing they always do is clothes, and what they do for the clothing is they take everything out of the closets, out of the drawers. They gather clothing from other rooms, if there are any, in like laying in the living room or the bathroom or wherever. And you're supposed to put them all in one place, pile them up. I put my clothes on the bed and I went through them. And I didn't get everything out of the drawers first. I kind of had limited space on the bed because there was a cat there and I didn't want to cover her up. So that's the first thing I did, was I went through the clothing. I had some very interesting results going through the closet and the drawers. There were a lot of clothes in there that no longer fit me, but as many women in the world can probably relate to this, I kept the clothes even though they didn't fit, because I was pretty sure that I was going to start eating better and exercising and lose weight and get back into those clothes. But for a majority of people out there, and me, it seems, that's never going to happen. So it is time to clear the clutter, get rid of everything that I don't need, and things that I don't wear, things that don't bring me joy. Marie Kondo, she had everybody in her video hold the clothing, and if it sparked joy, they kept it. And most of the clothes that I was getting rid of, I was donating to, I don't know, Goodwill or whatever company will pick it up from the donation box. I got rid of them because they didn't fit, or I just didn't like the way that it looked on me, or the material was weird and it made me itchy or what have you. Or maybe it was just staticky, which is even worse than itchy. But those are things that everybody goes through. And I don't have a lot of clothing, but somehow I managed to fill up 4 trash bags full of clothes to donate. All the clothing that I am planning on donating, I put into trash bags, and I took them to a donation center box that's like sitting in a parking lot. And just having those out of the house makes me feel a lot better. So I can see where this is going. It's going to make a big difference in my house and in my life. It's going to declutter my mind as well as my house, if that makes any sense. And another thing that you're going to see today is me gathering up the recycling and taking it out. Now for this, it's a tricky situation because we have 2 blue bins right next to the dumpster. And in those 2 blue bins is where people put their recycling. However, they only pick it up like once a week on Saturday of all days. But whenever they do that, it always fills up really quickly. I usually try to wait until Saturday until they empty it. So to that effect, whenever I have recycling stuff, it's usually backed up. I usually have 1 full can waiting to go out, and then I have a whole bunch of boxes and stuff like laying around the kitchen that needs to be broken down and put into the trash can that I use for recycling. They always say that whenever you're writing, if your desk is not clear, if it's not a tidied up space, you feel not as creative. And that's where I need to fix my problem. I need to get rid of all the clutter in my life so I can be more creative, so I can like the place in which I live, because basically since I moved into this place I've not liked it because of the space that is equated to me, and I just don't like the way it's set up. I always thought that I would like to have like it's a townhouse kind of setting where I have an upstairs and a downstairs, but they're really skinny, narrow little rooms. Stay tuned for next week. Books. Books are the thing. After I get rid of them, it probably won't take out that much footage, so I'll have to add something else in there. I think I'll go through the kitchen, but we'll talk about that next time. So until next time, have a great day. Thank you so much for showing up to my video today. And if you enjoyed it, leave a message down below. Have you ever tried decluttering your life using the Marie Kondo method? How did it make you feel? I want to know. Do you have trouble keeping it clean afterwards? I'd like to know that as well, because I have a history of falling back on my bad habits. Trying very hard not to do that this time, and I think that if I had less stuff to clutter my house with, then I will have less clutter to clean up. It's a simple fact. So we'll see how that goes. But until then, I will see you next week. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate it. I appreciate all of you, and bye-bye.